Have you ever wondered why one of the most successful YouTube channels suddenly went silent, leaving millions of fans confused and disappointed? We're talking about PopularMMOs, who used to have 250 million monthly views, multiple best-selling books, and a thriving community. But since November 10th, 2021, the channel has been without new videos, causing an 80% drop in views. Fans are left wondering what happened to Pat, the creator of PopularMMOs, and above all else, why he abandoned his audience. The PopularMMOs channel was originally made by Pat as well as his longtime partner, Jen. Pat and Jen had become known for their playful banter, teamwork in completing challenges, and shared enthusiasm for Minecraft. They were a duo that made the channel unique and engaging for their audience. Everything on the channel seemed perfect, but it turned out that behind the scenes, this wasn't the case. After 8 years of making videos together, a video titled "We Are Breaking Up" was uploaded to the channel, with Pat and Jen explaining that they had decided to break up, which left a lot of fans worried where things would go from there. After their split, Pat continued to run the channel alone, but the absence of Jen's presence was noticeable. The videos featuring both of them were the ones that garnered the most views and engagement. Without Jen, the energy and humor that the channel was known for seemed to be lost. To fill the void, Pat featured other girls on the channel, but Eleni and Liz were the ones to stay around. However, the decision to bring other girls to the channel wasn't well received by many of the channel's loyal viewers. Fans felt that their presence was forced and didn't fit with what the channel was meant to make them feel. Many viewers even began sending Eleni death threats, which prompted Pat to upload a video pleading with the viewers to stop the hate. The addition of the other girls seemed to be a desperate attempt to keep the channel going and to regain lost viewership. However, it had the opposite effect, as the backlash from the community caused a further decline in the channel's performance. So how does this relate to the abandonment of his channel? Many fans were likely drawn to the channel for the chemistry and dynamic between Pat and Jen, and the lack of that dynamic with Eleni could have led to a decrease in viewership, which might have somewhat demotivated Pat and caused him to abandon the empire he built that was now falling apart. Furthermore, the negative reaction to Eleni's introduction could have caused Pat to feel overwhelmed and disheartened, potentially contributing to his decision to abandon the channel. It's possible that he felt like he could never live up to the expectations and success he had achieved with Jen by his side, and the hate and backlash towards Eleni may have been the final straw. Additionally, the shift in tone and energy on the channel may have been off-putting to some viewers who may have felt like the content was no longer authentic. However, the biggest reason why he left his channel was because of the drama surrounding it. One of the most notable instances was his breakup with his girlfriend Eleni. Months after the threats she received from his fans, the couple broke up in a very public and messy way. Eleni claimed on social media that Pat had cheated on her multiple times, while Pat made a video accusing Eleni of being a sociopath who lacked empathy. The drama continued as Eleni made more posts responding to Pat's video, and Pat himself made another video claiming that Eleni was a gold digger who had abused him and cheated on him numerous times. The situation got so bad that many of Pat's fans turned against him, causing him to receive a lot of hate. With all the drama and dwindling numbers, Pat decided to take a break from his channel to focus on other stuff, but the silence would come to an end when he returned with his new girlfriend Liz. As much as Pat wanted the drama to end and move forward with his life, Eleni would continue to stir the pot as she began to make posts claiming that Pat was an abuser. One of her claims was that Pat had gotten arrested after an altercation with his newest girlfriend Liz, but due to the fact that Eleni was the source of all these claims, many people believed that it was fake, assuming she was jealous of Pat's new relationship. Unfortunately, it turned out to be true. Pat was arrested for allegedly hurting Liz, and the official police reports were released which stated, "Upon arrival, I made contact with Pat, who was standing outside of his residence. Pat stated that he and his girlfriend Liz had been drinking and got into an argument. Pat stated Liz then got into her vehicle and left and wasn't sure where she went." Despite the drama surrounding Pat's relationship with Liz, they continued to make videos together on the PopularMMOs channel. However, it didn't end there. Months later, Pat was arrested once again, and this time Liz accused him of trying to kill her while drunk and stabbing her car's tires. The police report says the following. Liz reported that Pat became violent after drinking at an event. They were driving home when Pat started punching her in the right arm, although no injuries were found on that arm. On the way back home, a heated verbal argument ensued. When they arrived home, Pat fell asleep outside because of how intoxicated he was, and Liz locked him out because she was afraid of him coming inside to hurt her. Pat eventually woke up outside their home, holding a knife and shouting. Liz stated that Pat proceeded to slash the tires of their vehicles and wanted to come back inside the residence. Liz went outside, thinking he had calmed down, but Pat proceeded to chase her with the knife while screaming profanities, causing her to run down the street in fear for her life as she pleaded for help. Pat seemingly caught up to Liz and stepped on the back of her heel, which left a cut on her left heel that was still bleeding when officers arrived. After this, she fell and quickly got back up to keep running until she found a security guard in the community and waited for the police. However, due to the conflicting stories between Pat and Liz and the lack of independent witnesses, it was difficult to determine exactly what happened. This resulted in Liz and Pat being arrested for domestic battery. All of this drama had a significant impact on Pat's career and his motivation to return to his channel. Fans who had previously enjoyed his content now had a bad taste in their mouths. The drama also attracted negative attention from media outlets and social media influencers, further tarnishing Pat's reputation. But Pat eventually addressed the controversy and explained that he'd been holding in a lot for the benefit of his former partner Liz. He emphasizes that his intention is not to hurt her, but rather to share his side of the story for his own well-being, stating, "Elizabeth, this is not a PG post for anyone young listening. Please close out now. And do not criticize me, please, because I have a lot I held in for her benefit. It's been a long time coming and everyone needs to know everything. And it has nothing to do with me trying to hurt you. It's for my own well-being. I need the support from my family, and my fans are my family. And there is a reason I haven't posted. You've posted about me hurting you, when I never hurt you." Pat goes on to explain that he's been to jail twice because of incidents involving Liz, but clarifies that he never intended to hurt her. He details a specific incident that led to his first arrest, which involved Liz becoming upset while they were intimate and breaking things. Pat claims that he tried to hold her down to prevent her from causing more damage, but ended up getting arrested along with her. "My first arrest, she said I hurt her. We had a night out at the bars, we're drinking. She got upset while we were making love and started breaking things, and I tried to hold her down to stop her. I had bites and scratches all over my body, and they arrested me because she was so messed up. She was falling all over the ground and bleeding. They arrested her too. The second time I was arrested because she was super drunk and trying to drive, and I was also doing the wrong thing, drinking. I popped the tires in both of our cars, and they gave me a felony charge saying I assaulted her with a deadly weapon. She was also arrested." He also mentions that Liz has been in and out of mental hospitals and has been arrested with everyone she's ever been with. Pat admits to having said and done bad things himself, but explains that the situation with Liz cheating on him and physically harming him has changed him. "I can't lie, I've done and said not very good things. But after a year of a woman you love, cheating on you, beating me while we were on vacation, and leaving me on the opposite side of the country because I shushed her while she woke up drunk, it changes you." Pat ends his post by expressing his struggles and the toll that the situation has taken on him. He shares that he's been drinking heavily and has lost weight due to the stress of the situation. He emphasizes that he needs support and that he still loves Liz despite everything that has happened. "I'm struggling so hard because she called me saying she's been doing cocaine and other drugs and woke up in bed with another man. This is where I am a problem. I've been so hurt, I drank a crazy amount, especially when she told me that. I drank so much, I spent 2 days in the hospital in the last week and lost 15 pounds. I woke up shaking and laying on the floor crying, and all I got was a text from her calling me a liar. I'm posting this because you're my family, and I know this isn't the stuff a YouTuber is supposed to post, but I'm on the brink of falling into a void which I cannot escape, and I need support. Just know I love Liz, and you don't need to say anything bad to her." After examining the reasons for Pat's departure from Popular MMOs, the question on many fans' minds is whether he'll eventually return to the channel. Clearly, he's in need of help. But will he choose to turn to healthy sources and possibly return as the once beloved creator he was? Or will his struggles spiral into even more issues for the prolific public figure? All I can say is I hope that he chooses to get help and find happiness the way he did for many of us for many years.